Everything's okay now. Hey, we had to get it together. Hey, good morning. Hey, everything's okay now. We're relying on faith now. Hey, hey, we don't believe everything that we see. Hey, hey, but everything's okay now. Hey, 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 every day we gotta pray now. Hey, every day we gotta pray now. Hey, everything's okay now. Hey, you might have woke up like, I don't know, but everything's okay now. Yeah, we gotta get it together. Hey, hey, we don't forget but forgive now. Hey, hey, we don't forget but forgive now. We don't forget, but we do forgive, right? We don't forget but forgive now. Hey, that's how we changing history.
Hey, Trump.
Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well, in positive energy, and attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright. Of course, we're coming through with another live for you guys. Make sure you take the message how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget to share the video out, okay?
That's right.
Share the video out. We want as many people as possible to get this message, okay?
Okay, morning download. Hey, Tribe. Morning, Empress. Glad
Hey,
you got
y'all.
your man here.
Morning.
What's happening, bro? Good to see you here.
Good morning, y'all.
All right, so morning download is quite simple. It's this. It's about all these initiations that I'm seeing. Let me explain something to you about initiation. It's something that you called to, not introduced to. When you, particularly Ifa, right? Whoa, spirit. So listen, this is something that you called to. It's not, oh, my friend signed up and joined, so now I'm gonna go join to get. You're gonna set up wrong, right? These initiations that I'm seeing happening with people, I'm starting to wonder, like we used to say in the street, who certified these real niggas? Like, who is people are connecting with all kind of energies that they don't know. They don't really know what they're doing. They making agreements. They making deals. Listen, before you go to get initiated in anything, how about center yourself? Engage your own strength. Because a lot of people think that initiations are about assisting you in your decadent behavior. That's not what an initiation is about. You're going to go in the wrong way. That's going to tear you down and wear you out. So before you initiate yourself in anything, how about go somewhere, speak to somebody you really love, speak to some people, gather some information, and take your time. Even if you're being called toward it, right? Take time to investigate, all right? And that's the download.
We were at Psalm 6 this morning.
Oh,
And,
the word was,
it's like, God hears when we cry on the couch. And you know, the enemies, they will begin to scatter, right?
And come back with
You
what?
know,
And it says that the enemies will return with shame.
with shame. It definitely said that, right? Okay.
That was Psalm 6 at the end. It said your enemies, so that could be the word. Your enemies could be returning to you with a certain amount of shame.
Okay. Now, we're going to start this morning off with some energy. Where you guys at? Where you guys from? What's up, tribe? Hope you guys are doing well. If you're just coming in. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some energy. Ooh. All right, so something's not moving. We got the Knight of Pentacles, and of course he's coming out in the reverse here. I don't know. There's something you could be really just wasting your damn time, your damn energy on, okay? There's something that is literally not moving because it's not supposed to. There's a thing that's just not supposed to work, okay? There's something about wasting your energy. You know, imagine if, you know, God is expecting you to do something one way and you refuse.
Yo, what is that?
Some random thunder.
That's crazy.
That was like some random thunder.
That literally sound like them people stepping down from the sky.
Okay? I was like, wait a minute. But anyway, you know, I feel like you could be wasting your energy on people or things that don't appreciate you with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is almost like, you know, when God has the brakes on something in your life, and you know we still try to drive with the brakes that have the emergency brake up. Imagine putting your parking brake up and trying to move the car. It doesn't move right properly. So something about that here. Now we do have 1111 coming out for you. Make a wish.
Very soon.
Okay. And high vibes. And then we got very soon. Something about the hummingbird could be very significant here for you. Okay. You could be tiny but very mighty. Okay. Something about that.
Knight of Pentacles in reverse could be a dead-end job.
Okay, definitely could be a dead-end job, but we got high vibes here. And it says change, okay? Optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, and high vibes, okay? So I feel like right now, God is telling us to make sure that we stay in a high vibrational energy. You know, like does attract like. And I know there's so many evil things out here that want us to touch and agree with it, but Spirit is saying, God is telling me to remind the collective to stay in your highest vibrational energy. Remember I told you yesterday, you know, when you're vibrating low, you can't attract anything but dirt, dust, and debris, right? And those are not the kind of things that are welcome into your life here.
I'm connecting to her read, right? Which is, it's kind of abnormal. This is my first time, so I'm picking up on a masculine energy. Definitely. Speed, agility, quickness, right? It says things are happening fast, so be ready to move very soon. I really feel like somebody's at a job that you may not be content with. It may be sort of like a dead-end job, masculine, or it may just be things moving kind of slow. Like
you could be a Capricorn.
Yeah, it feels like this feels like a masculine, and it says change, optimism, joy, communication. I feel like promotion.
Okay, you know,
It feels like promotion.
and I believe that because you know the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse to very soon, someone could have literally lost their job, and you don't understand that losing a job is actually upgrading your life.
It's
you know, because
yeah,
someone was working
yeah.
so much that you didn't even have time for life. You
That
know,
too.
like that kind of energy.
That too.
So you know, God does things like rearranges things in your life so you can be working according to the purpose and the plan because it's above this, right?
You can actually be about to lose a job.
Okay.
I mean, you can actually be about to gain in life, right? Meaning, like, if you lose something, it's not saying you're about to take a loss. It could very well be walking into another job. But I feel like this Knight of Pentacles in reverse energy is coming to an end.
We got 11:11 on the clock as well, so that's very significant, okay? All right? And it's crazy because I feel like also, you know, with this 11:11 high vibes coming out, there's something being lost here. You know, pentacles are finances, resources, coins, you know, things, material, right? So someone's about to lose something. Like, it's okay. And it's okay because it says work with what you have. I feel like Spirit could be literally taking something from someone
Give me that.
to see how you're able to work with natural resources given to you strictly from the divine. Because someone's so used to controlling their own life with their own money, their own ways, that sometimes God has to remove things to really get in there and get the job done. So we got work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure a way forward. You might also be getting some good news. Yeah, so I feel like this is the calm the calm before the storm. There's something that's brewing up here, but I feel like God is really preparing us for a thing. It's like no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I don't care if it's my boss coming to tell me that my performance is not what they want and I've been giving my best. I don't care if, I've been working a bunch of hours and it's still not enough to make the rent. God says you still will have, because guess what? You're according to the purpose, the plan, right?
Honestly, before I tap out, I see a masculine that might be headed for the fritz or on the fritz, but in hindsight, this is an energy that you want to get behind, whoever this masculine is. So it's like you have a in life sometimes that's the blessing, right? Like
Can't see it at the
when
time.
you get behind certain people, what they bringing in, when you get behind them and you support them, what they be bringing in could be a Libra, is there to bless you, right?
Could be a Libra.
So my birthday like to keep happening.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Hierophant
Spirit.
energy.
Okay, Spirit.
Okay.
All right. Right.
You could definitely be a Libra, okay? You could bring, my husband was saying that you bring things to people, balance, harmony. I feel like you could even be a person that encourages people to make good choices. You weigh all your options first. Maybe you were a person that, I know me, I didn't think about shit. I used to just move so careless, so reckless, because what do you call it? Instant gratification. Impulse. That's what I was trying to get to, right? So something like that. You could be a really balanced person. Maybe you are the balanced one, and and your mate could be all over the place, right?
Could be. Definitely. Ace of Wands. That's so funny to me, yo.
What?
Ace of Wands.
That's us.
To the new heights. To the Three of Wands in reverse, right? To the Six of Pentacles in reverse.
Do more.
All right, so I'm going to say this, right? Because it's a clear read. Ace of Wands to the new heights, and then it says new project. All right, so that's your best move right there. But then the Three of Wands is telling me that somebody is playing it small, right? A gentle release is needed. Like, when you go on Ace of Wands energy and you making a move or you on a new project or whatever and all of these types of things, it's not about being impatient and settling for what's coming in. That's not what Ace of Wands energy is all about. And I feel like somebody, you could be in that place where you feel like, oh, this is all I'm supposed to be getting, or it even says procrastination. And that's wild, because I just saw one of your footnote cards that said procrastination is not laziness, it's a lack of routine, right? And that's what I see with the Three of Wands. Like, I feel like somebody, you got such a beautiful idea, a project. It's something that you have, something that you're doing, but I just think that you playing it small, right? And it says gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. Perfect advice. Thank you, Spirit. You got to release the need to know what's coming in all the time. You also got to get out of your ego, not in the way you think, because being in your ego wrong is like this. I'm not worthy, or why should I put my hand to the plow, or that's being in your ego too. It's just being in your ego wrong. So maybe you need to just release your ego and kind of focus on this Ace of Wands to the new heights. And then it says Six of Pentacles in reverse, wise counsel. So you advice is needed in this situation. It says seek guidance from a trusted friend or mentors to help you along the way. So maybe somebody need to inbox us. I don't know. That's basically what I'm getting. It says Six of Pentacles in reverse, unpaid debt, one-sided charity, greed strings attached, power and domination, theft and unfairness, right? So this could very well be something that you're going through, something that you may be doing to yourself. I don't know, but the footnote says seek guidance from a trusted friend or mentors to help you along the way. So maybe you have a decision that you want to make, and maybe you need help. All I can say is, that's what we here for.
Okay. Now, I love this energy I got over here, y'all. It's fire. It's real hot. It's flaming, okay? You could be a fire sign. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I got a whole lot of energy over here. A big ball of it. There's action here. We got the King of Wands coming out. So heavy on the Aries. You could definitely be an Aries male, okay? Very attractive male. A leader, someone that is very dominant, but it's like, not a narcissist kind of energy. This is someone who is a leader, this is someone who has a position of authority because God gave it to them. Right. This is an earthly leader. This is someone who leads by example, okay? This is not your person that's going to fall into all the trends, the fads. This is a person who is a trendsetter is what I'm picking up here.
No doubt.
Okay, with the King of Wands, right? And then we got the creativity, 666. Now, someone's like scared of this. Now, if you're scared of 666, this is probably not the channel for you. Because 666 over here means creativity. This is like that sacral energy, the energy where you're able to create, right?
It's a big angel number.
That's right, okay? It says growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talents, okay? Now, with the King of Wands here, this shows me a person, you are capable of way more than you could even understand. Now, the thing about this kind of energy is it takes you to start. Okay? Did you hear what I said? You could be looking for a fuel to your fire, but you are the fuel to your fire is what I'm hearing. Someone needs to know this. Okay? You could be waiting for somebody to light the match, but you are the fire is what Spirit is telling me. Seeing the angel number 666 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, okay? Having an inner standing of self is what I'm hearing. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist, okay? Definitely see someone painting a canvas or something like that. Okay, you could design clothes. You could be into fashion, very fashionable. Okay, someone could be going to fashion school in California. That's what I just heard. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and your sense of competence. And that's so true. When you allow yourself to be creative, it keeps you from looking at other people and wanting to live their life. You stay in your own energy, doing your own thing and finding your own way, something like that. Okay, it does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. And then we got September. Okay, and I love this for you, right? Get back into your groove and be productive. Like I told you, it's a whole lot of fire energy over here. Someone needs a match under their ass or something like that. You think you do, but you don't, right? Like something like that. It says be productive, bustling, peak, and faster pace. We're going into the peak season. That's when Amazon and Walmart, they call it peak season, when things pick up and, is that where it picks up, right?
Peak season.
It's a faster pace. They have more employees coming in, right? More blessings are, same thing for us. It's peak season. The blessings are flowing in. The lessons are flowing in. The abundance is flowing in. It's peak season. Things are happening, but you must bustle. You must hustle.
Yeah,
right?
I was about to say.
Okay.
Bustling. Bro,
like you gotta get to it, like right now.
Because this, honestly, if I really be
somebody's
honest,
sitting still when you should be moving.
This King of Wands, and this is a masculine energy, fire sign, and basically, you might have lost your groove somewhere along the way.
Okay.
You gotta pick it back up again.
That's real.
You gotta shake back, and if you a man, you understand what I'm saying. Like it's really about shaking back because we got muscle memory, right? Not only in the physical, but spiritual muscle memory. Like when you get, how that I used to like that meme when I was out there. It used to be like, it's not on me, it's in me, right? Same thing, applicable, right? This, I mean, because I feel like somebody, you was right here, and now you find yourself teetering down here, right? But I feel like if you dig a little deeper and you strike a match to yourself, like she said, King of Wands, you'll get right back to here, even on muscle memory alone.
That's right. That's right. Because what I'm looking at, I'm seeing the whole scenario. There could be someone and maybe your finances have, gone down, or maybe you lost a position, you know, at work, or your business could be slowing down, or whatever it is, you know, it's really time to start finding the beauty even in the ugly things, because there's beauty in ugly shit. Like, you know, you ever been through a situation and you couldn't see at the time the beautiful thing, and then afterwards you're like, okay, I see why this had to happen like this. Well, what if we go into situations thinking like this from the beginning, right? There's always something beautiful in an ugly thing, right? So I don't know. I feel like this whole scenario could be just someone going through some real life experiences, losing a home, a car, a job, a person, whatever it is, yourself, right? But I feel like there's redemption here, okay? For self, starting now. And then, you know, I'm gonna get on to this because my husband's getting ready to go, but it says September, and I was thinking we're halfway through the month. That doesn't mean the month is over, because someone's like, well, I'm gonna start next month, I'm gonna start October. We still in September. You ain't even, you counted yourself on. We still got, what, 15 days, you know? And we really have.
We got 2 September cards out here on the board.
Wow.
Real current and relevant energy.
Okay.
Right? I saw Jezebel in my dream. Like, I be seeing names in my dreams, right? And I don't really, like, I mean, like, I just see different things. And I was sleeping, and I remember seeing that name.
Archangel Michael.
And then I got 7 of Swords to see the potential, right? And maybe it was a premonition, but maybe you could have, like, a spirit of Jezebel kind of, like, trying to steal the seed, like, because... And just seeing that in my dream, I know what that spirit is about. It's about capturing a seed, like that whole spirit. So maybe you could be with somebody, or maybe you were with somebody, or somebody could be in your energy. I don't know. This could even be you. I don't know. I'm just being honest. 7 of Swords to the seed of potential. Somebody's trying to steal the seed right here, right? And then we got Ace of Cups in reverse to roots of stability. Emotional loss, block creativity. This is root chakra binding. Listen, emotional loss, block creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, repressed emotions, right? And then it has roots, like, and I'm really feeling like I mean, if I really be honest with the Ace of Cups, I really feel like somebody bound in their emotional center. And it could be root chakra bonding, like the way that you believe, the way that you were taught, the way that you were brought up. And that could be an impasse in your life. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's a thing to overcome. Like, if you taught a certain belief system, or you raised a certain way, and you come up around certain people, no matter how bad you want to be something else, you got to find a way to redirect the things that was poured into you, if it makes sense. Last but least, you got the Knight of Pentacles upright. Hard work, productivity, routine, responsibility, slow and steady, financial growth, achieving good investment, duality dance. So I feel like this is a more or less slow moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, duality dance. It kind of reminds me of, like, I'm getting a scene in my head, like when David rescued the ark, he would take 7 steps, then he would stop, set the ark down, and he would praise, right? Then he would pick it back up, take 7 more steps. And I feel like this could be, you know, somebody's energy, whereas though, you know, you moving slow, you steady, and you giving praise. It says duality dance. I look at dance as a form of praise. Seek balance amidst chaos and find harmony within yourself. That's the advice on the footnote.
Ooh.
Change of course.
Okay. Oh, spirit. God ain't playing. Okay, this the message. Accepted or rejected. We got the Tower coming out for you. Number 16 could be very significant. You could have a 16-year-old child, be married for 16 years, or be going through some kind of 16-year cycle. We got Aries and Mars showing up for you. Okay, happy on the Aries energy. There's an Aries in the energy. This message could definitely be resonating with you. You're doing something seriously. There are various unexpected situations that stop you from doing it. Okay? Now, there could be a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles. God could really be throwing people out of your life. Look at that. People are getting thrown out of this
The building.
honor the building. Like some people just can't be, you know, around you. You know, some people, some energies just can't. They can't be there. The spirit says no. Look at that. Where is it at? No. Okay. But then we got 1919. 19 keys could be significant. Okay. We got 1919 coming out. Gratitude. And I love this. You know, it says gratitude, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. And it says, oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in this card. Okay? So I don't know. You could, you know, someone could be needing to show gratitude for their relationship, right? Maybe God did already bless you with someone that truly does love and admire you for just who you are, even with your flaws and your little different things that you have about yourself, something like that, right? Spirit is saying be very enthusiastic. You know, enthusiasm, you know, it's a very positive energy, you know, and it rubs off on people. So something about that. And being content, okay? You know, being content is cool. It doesn't mean that you don't want more, but it means that you're okay with what you already have. And if God didn't give you anything else, you're already happy with the life that he's giving you, because guess what? It must be the best life for you.
You know, I feel like contentment can rest in the same room with gratitude all day.
Right? Okay. And then last but not least, I got change course. You may need to take a different path to get there. Direction, guidance, and aligned. Okay. So, you know, if one way doesn't work, you got to try another. You know, someone's like, because someone gets frustrated every time it doesn't work the first time, but you never tried the second time. So how do you know that it really doesn't work? Or maybe the way you tried the first time just doesn't work, right? Maybe there's some tweaks that need to be done, but a thing does work because someone has some great ideas here. And it's like you keep doubting yourself. But how can you have great ideas that God has given to you and you keep doubting yourself? So you refuse to allow the idea to manifest, and then you wonder why you're not happy inside. It's because you're not living in your purpose. God gives you these visions so that you can live in your purpose. You get glimpses of your life so you can see what you are capable of having, achieving, obtaining, right? And someone needs to know this.
You know, change course. You know, the Bible says wise men often change when in doubt.
Come on.
So don't let people convince you that changing is a bad idea.
Right.
If you doubt what you're doing, obviously a change is needed.
Come on now.
And when you with people that's trying to bond up your root chakra, like remember I said root chakra bonding, one thing that they like to try to do is get you in the area of doubt, and then convict you, not convince you, but convict you of staying in that energy. Like, you should just go on and doubt. No, if I'm doubting, I don't want to hear from you. I'm in doubt right now. I'm going into my place, my spiritual place, my prayer closet with my ancestors. I'm going to go with them until I figure out this doubt, and then I'll get back with you. But don't stay linked to people that's trying to get you to keep moving in doubt. It's a lack of production. 7 of Wands to the divine timing. 7 of Wands to the 9 of Cups, soul whispers. You know what I see in this energy? There's a lot of challenges and competition over what you have as your wish fulfillment, right? Which could be, it could be a relationship. It could be you coming into a better version of you. It could be a job. It could be a new home, right? But I feel you in an energy of defense against what divine timing, what God has given you. 7 of Wands to the 9 of Cups is a person that's, you shouldn't have to defend your wish fulfillment. Like, it shouldn't. And then it says soul whispers. And this, it's real technical. It says, look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. Yo, that's deep. You know, because I really feel like it may be a lot of people that stand against your wish fulfillment, whoever you may be. Wish becoming your wish fulfillment, maybe they talking, It says, look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. So I feel like with that being said, in the word this morning being the enemy's coming back with shame, I feel that somebody, you need to screen everything that's coming toward you right now.
You know, that's so true. And I seen Kenzie say something about it's hard when they're your family to cut them off. Well, Kenzie, at some point you gotta choose what's harder. You keep being hurt, or you keep choosing people that hurt you. Like you gotta make a decision. And it can be hard when you're dealing with your family, and you have to cut them off. And everybody doesn't have to be cut off if you know how to deal with people, right? Because some people, I know that I'm gonna deal with them like this because I know this is them. Like, once you learn that you can't change a person and this is how a person is gonna be, then you either learn to separate yourself from them or you learn how to deal with them as a person without allowing them to affect you mentally.
You got
right?
it, yeah.
So what that means is, like, if I know, if I know that he is my brother and he's phony and he talks about me and he does things that hurt me, I'm going to love him because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm taught to love. I'm a lover. I'm an empath. That's what I do. I'm going to love him, but I'm going to also know that I have to love me enough to not allow him to keep hurting me, because if I'm hurt, I can't help. I'm a healer. I got to stay healed, right? I can't do things that bring me out of my healing, because then I'm not able to do the mission. My purpose is greater than my family. Remember Joseph? He tried to tell his family that he was going to be a thing, right? Because he had a dream and his family couldn't perceive that thing. Well, it goes the same way. Sometimes, you have to understand that your purpose, sometimes your family, they are a part of the mission to destroy. And I'm sorry,
It's time to really, it's time to grow up and learn how to love, but not be connected.
Right.
Like, I can't be connected. I told somebody this. If I can't be connected to you, if you going this way and I'm going that way, I can't be connected to you. I can love you, but I don't have to have a connection to you. Right. Like, and that's where
spiritual boundaries.
We get it right. And I see that because you got 6 of Swords in reverse to the scales of balance. This is being resistant to change by way of trying to move with an imbalance.
Right.
Like, you even, no matter what you do, you can run to God, you can run to the Orisha, you can run to the Luau, you can run to whatever you believe in, right? But you won't see much of a change in your life until you understand that moving ahead, it has to come from a balanced place.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, one thing I've learned, and this is why I don't make spiritual deals. Thank you, God. I don't make spiritual deals, you know why? Because I know for real, I'm not gonna be able to live up to them. Mm-hmm. And that's the quickest way. See, people go in, they think it's cute. But when you make deals, you owe. You gotta pay up. Mm-hmm. When you call on deities, you owe. You gotta pay up. Mm-hmm. See, it's all good when you thriving and everything is smooth. But what happens when something comes and you don't understand it and you off balance, so you can't adjust to it, right? That's why I say, move on from a place of balance, because always remember, it's real easy to go backwards and go down, right? That's easy. It's easy to descend, but it's a little more harder trying to go up and ascend to a righteous place. It's easy to be decadent. Remember that, because when you go in the spirit, you got 2 ways you going. You either going up or you going down. And I ain't talking heaven or hell. I'm talking about right path, left path.
This is so crazy. These are my last 2 cards before I get out of here. But this is for all y'all typing about your family in the comments. I guess God wanted to give you a message. Okay, so let me give it to you real quick before we get out of here. We got 1441, family ties. Okay, and it says connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties. And then we got happening now. Time is fleeting, so don't miss opportunities. Countdown, passing, and limited. You could be really limiting your own time trying to worry about fixing things that God is telling you to move away from, worried about things that are not conducive to your purpose, your plan. That's what I'm telling someone. I feel like someone's focused on the wrong things here. It says, how do you move forward towards your true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests if it's something that you want to do. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. I told you there's a block here, okay? Because someone feels like they can't let something go. You know, you got to really learn to love and leave things right there. It's okay. That doesn't show hate. You got to genuinely be able to love a thing. You know what? I love you so much that I know you got these fucked up things about you. You know, I love you so much that I know that you are terrible, you know, to yourself, to other people. You haven't healed. You don't want to. And you know what? I love you as a human being because I'm supposed to. But I know that spiritually, I can't, you know, if I hang with an angry person, I become angry. If I hang with a happy person, I become happy. If I hang with a person that steals, I become a thief, right? So, you know, we got to make our choices happening now. Things are happening now. Right now is the time. Remember I said action. It's time for someone to make a decision on what you want to do next.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. You got Page of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody, you need to invest in your intuition. Trust in your intuition. It says eclipse of concealment. I'm going to give you the footnote. Navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cynical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. So it's about being ready and prepared for the unknown.
Stay ready, right? So you don't have to get ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. It's the cynical nature of hidden phases, right? Meaning the unpredictable. Like, you know how life can be that, cynical, you know, where it's just like no concern, or it seems like things happen to you. They may be even tragic comedy, like at certain times, right? But nevertheless, it says invest into your intuition a little bit more. Study yourself.
And that was your message. Keep your spirit protected. Now accept or reject it. Hey, but that was the message. Hey, say, hey. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you were new to our channel, we hope that you enjoyed the message. We will hope that you will subscribe and come back to our channel. If you would like to support our page, all of our information is listed. Spiritual donations do help our page grow so that you can get more videos like this one. Okay? I love you guys. I was just like, you know, I hope you guys really understand who you are and that you guys are stars, you know? You all have a purpose, and that's why you sit here and you listen to us. Because, you know, there's a purpose over your life. You're not just a nobody. You've never been a nobody, right? I need help, Lord. Hey, these spirits out to get me. My life been getting tricky. The world is going crazy. Respect is lost. You must discern the truth or expect to get lost. All praise Yahweh. We know your name. We ain't ashamed. We love you guys so much. We elemental beings, and we catch you guys next time. And it's all about the energy. Hey, it's all about the energy. Hey, is this a friend or an enemy? Hold up. It's kind of crazy. They all want your energy. Been on a fence, is this a friend or an enemy? It's clear apparently. They love your energy. I get it. It's all about your energy. Your energy. It's like your energy. Everybody loves your energy. It's your energy. That's why you got those enemies. It's out your energy. Bye, y'all. Get me out of here. Don't forget the elemental beings. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. We be pulling all these cards while we healing all these scars. Hey. And don't forget, we elemental beings. Hey. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery.